The Watchmen attacked the entire box office this weekend and came up big. The costume superheroes fought their way to the biggest opening weekend of 2009 so far. A review of The Watchmen, a look at I Love You Man, and what's new on DVD are all coming up next on this episode of the Film Geek. Zack Snyder and his Watchmen vaulted to the top spot by far this weekend. The comic book adaptation took in $55.7 million. Medea got kicked down to second with $8.8 million. Taken nabbed the third spot with $7.5 million. Slumdog Millionaire and Paul Blart Mall Cop rounded out the top 5. And that's a recap of how last weekend's movies did. As always, before we get started, let's take a look at the very special, one-of-a-kind Film Geek rating system. The best rating a movie can get is you should take a date, pay full price, and buy the popcorn and Coke. After that, go to the matinee showing of the movie. After that, wait for it to come out on DVD. And finally, if the movie's horrible, if it's terrible, if it's just a pain to watch, wait for it to come out on TBS. Alright, I know you're all tired of hearing about The Watchmen, so I'll tell you what, we're just going to roll the clip and I'm going to talk about it later on. So, just roll the clip.
Send a heartbeat to the boy that crashed through you, the pale princess of a palace crack, and now the kingdom come, the world is lost and blown, and we are flesh and blood, the sin of greed. In your darkest hour, no secrets lay. We can watch the world devour in its day.
God help us all.
The world will look up and shout, "Save us." And I'll whisper, "No."
Alright, so finally we are here to the review. First off, the movie is a visual and audio treat. Zack Snyder's films are always some of the best looking and best shot in the industry. My only complaint with it is sometimes it's really, really slow, and then it's really, really fast. It's nauseating. The acting was great all around, especially Rorschach. Jackie Haley's portrayal of the trenchcoat hero is one of the best comic book portrayals, bar none, and ranks right up there with Christopher Reeve's Superman and Christian Bale's Batman in terms of comic book movies. My only other real complaint with this movie is Dr. Manhattan. Now, this is a giant blue man who's naked 80% of the time. Zack, buddy, you had the guy wearing a cloth in some of the scenes. Please put the cloth on him the whole time, because seriously, it looks like Dr. Manhattan's cold the entire movie. All in all, you should definitely take a date, pay full price, and buy that popcorn and Coke. Speaking of date, I got a funny story for you. I took a date, and about halfway through, I felt a little sick, so I went outside to get some medication for my car. When I got back, the doors were locked. I did not know this. So I patted my pockets, and I had left my phone in the cup holder in my seat. So basically, I had to sit in my truck for the remaining hour and a half and wait for the movie to get done. As my friend Jason Cobb pointed out, she didn't even come looking for me. But thankfully, the girl was understanding and she still talks to me. The moral of the story? Take your phone everywhere. And now that we're finally done with The Watchmen, I know everyone's excited about that, it's time for upcoming flicks. Your wedding day is a time of great joy that is meant to be shared with family and friends. But what do you do if you don't have enough friends? Your big day is approaching and you don't even have a best man? Peter Clavin has this exact problem in I Love You, Man. Peter sets up a series of man dates in order to find that one right guy before the big day.
Will you marry me?
Yes! Peter already booked the place we went for that long weekend.
So romantic.
So romantic.
She doesn't know she's on speakerphone.
That's where you guys had sex for the first time, right?
Wow.
Marry him.
Lock that stud down, girl.
So you're not gonna have a best man?
Here's the thing, Zoe. Peter's always been a girlfriend guy. All his dude friends just fell by the wayside.
Why is it weird that I had girlfriends?
Nothing, we're just saying you never really had a best friend is all.
Well, who's your best friend?
Your brother, Robbie.
What's up?
He's about the coolest guy I know.
So what do I do? How do I meet friends? If you see a cool-looking guy, strike up a conversation and ask him on a man date, okay? You know what I mean? No. Casual lunch or after-work drinks. You're not taking these boys to see The Devil Wears Prada. Oh, God, I love that movie. No, I won't.
He just moved to LA. His mother says he's so excited to meet you.
I really enjoyed this.
Awesome. Yeah, he got up in there.
Like tongue?
Oh, yeah. Deep in my mouth. I'm Peter Clavin. I'm the realtor.
Sydney Fife.
Hey, check out these two.
That guy needs to fart.
He does seem to be clenching.
Watch the leg. Boom.
He farted in my open house.
You sure did.
I'm thinking it might be a little bit small.
Totally, and it smells like fart.
Hey, Sydney, I could be in Venice by 5. I can do that.
It's a man date. This is a man date.
He's the most beautiful dog in the world.
Need a plastic bag or?
Oh, no, I don't clean up after my dog.
Damn it! How about cleaning up after your dog?
You mind your own!
What the?
Society tells us to act civilized, but the truth is we're animals, and sometimes you gotta let it out. Try it. Respect the process. Yeah, you feel better?
Yeah.
Wanna get a corn dog?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So what do you guys do for 7 straight hours?
Yeah, Pete.
So is he your best man?
It's way too early to tell.
Sweet, sweet hanging.
Truth is, I've been a girlfriend guy, but out of all those girls, you're the only one that wanted me to have my own life. It's like one of the most romantic things I could ever think of.
What's up?
Come on.
This is another comedy from Judd Apatow and Company. Paul Rudd is the main star here. He had a great movie last year with Role Models. Jason Segel is his co-star this time around. Segel, of course, had the title role in last year's hit Forgetting Sarah Marshall. This is the first time the two of them have been together on screen, and it should be hilarious. It's a movie about a budding bromance. Now, before last fall, I had never heard of a bromance until one of our directors informed me that I was in one, apparently. It's supposed to be like when two guys are really good friends, and my response, whatever happened to just being good buds? Like, seriously. Jokes aside, you definitely need to take a date, pay full price, and buy that popcorn and Coke. I Love You, Man comes out on March 20th. Bromance or not, it's time for what's new on DVD. Here's the lineup for March 10th. We've got Role Models, Cadillac Records, and Milk. Role Models is the best bet this week. Like I said, Paul Rudd is in this one, with Sean William Scott, and it's about two slackers who end up taking care of two young boys. Cadillac Records is hit or miss. Really, only pick it up if you're a music fan. And Milk was a great indie flick with Sean Penn. Penn won the Academy Award for Best Actor for his portrayal of a gay male supervisor. And that will do it for this episode of the Film Geek. Before we get on out of here today, I want to remind you to keep checking your MyCU, Cameron students. The Aggie One card is due out soon. It's kind of like a refund rebate card for you, the student. We'll have more info on this on top of the hour this Thursday. I'd like to remind all of you that you can view all of CUTV's programming on YouTube. Head on over to YouTube and search CU Internet TV with no spaces. We've partnered with the Cameron Collegian to launch cunews.wetpaint.com. On the website, you'll find great news and content. Need to thank Jack Connor and everyone down at Carmike Cinemas for their help. The Carmike is bar none the best place to watch a movie. The crew down here at CUTV also deserve a big thank you. All jokes aside, these dedicated individuals are the real reason we have a show to bring you each and every week. So on behalf of Dr. Matt Jenkins, Director Michael Faget, and the entire crew here at CUTV, I'm the Film Geek Kyle Luters, and we'll see you at the box office.